Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Whoop, whoop. We are almost through with the week. It's almost the weekend. All right, so I'm going to give it a minute. Let's see who hops on. My name is Laura Velarde. When you hop on, please be sure to say hello, drop an emoji, let me know you're out there so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. I was a little bit delayed coming on. I told somebody I was going to get on in a few minutes, and then I went to go do my live on Facebook, and I don't know what's going on, but every once in a while the app acts up, and it doesn't let me go live, and I don't know what's going on with that. Anywho, here I am. So when you hop on, please be sure to say hello. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things. One, the things I'm thankful for, and I'd love to hear the things that you're thankful for. But I also want to do a Foundation 101 with you, or a 3D Foundation 101. Hey, Kelly. Hello, hello, darling. But before we get into that, can we just stop? Because, I have to tell you something I'm super thankful for right now. So you guys know that I was not doing my makeup because I had a breakout. I tried a sample packet or something. Something did not agree with me. I don't know what it was. My makeup, not my makeup, but my medicine, or a sample pack that I tried of this cleanser. But I have to tell you, my skin has cleared up so good, so good. And I'll share with you my skincare routine in a few weeks. But can we just stop for a minute and look at this? My skin is so good, it's doing so well. So I think I finally found the gold mine of skincare. But anyway, you all know I'm always looking for that kind of stuff. All right, so at the request of a few of you, some of you have seen me do my makeup, but you've not seen the breakdown of the Saint 3D and how that works and how you get it and what is all that 3D business mean. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to talk about that a little bit as I go, so that you can kind of see what that means, because it is a totally new concept than what you're used to. If you wear foundation at all, you know that putting foundation on is taking your face and it's making it one-dimensional. 3D foundation really, it's a cream-based foundation, and so you use less of it for one. It's great for mature skin. I really think that's part of why my skin's been looking so incredible. It's great for mature skin, but the other piece of that is you use less and you have a much more natural look to your face, because it's a 3D effect to the makeup and not just one canvas that then you're layering on different colors to make it look like it's multi-dimensional. I think I'm making sense. At least I hope I am. All right. So that's what we're going to break down. I'm going to break down for you how do you start? How do you start to get it? What do you do? All of that. What does it look like when it comes to you? How long does it last? What's the cost? So I'm just going to kind of break that down for you guys tonight. All right, Kelly, it's so good to see you. How are things at Wally World? Or at my previous location? All right. So Saint makeup and or 3D. So I am a Saint artist. So 3D makeup starts with a color match. And a color match is easy to get. I always post a link in all my lives, but if you go up in my bio, you'll see my Linktree login. If you click on that, you will see color match. Fill out the form. I ask you a few questions, but really what I need most of all is I need a picture of you, of your natural naked face, no makeup, no nothing, in front of a window with natural light. Now it doesn't have to have huge sun shining in or anything like that, just natural light. That's all I need is natural light, but your face needs to be naked. You can't have any makeup on, because I can't color match if you have makeup on. And I want to make sure that I color match you with colors that I know you're going to be satisfied with. And so far, I'm doing pretty good with that. All right, so you get color matched. Once you get color matched, I send you back an email with your specific colors that are matched for you. So you're going to get an email from me that's going to have 2 highlight colors, 1 contour color, and then I normally will give you, depending on what you answer in the survey, excuse me, I normally will give you a variety of lip and cheek colors because if you're anything like me, I don't like to wear the same lipstick every day. So I like to have some variety. All right, so that's the step to get started. Is first thing you have to do, click on the link, get color match, send me your picture, get color match, and then you get the email back from me. In the email, when it gives you your specific colors, it's also going to talk about brushes, and it's going to list 2 brushes. You can really choose. It's going to list the buff brush or the 3D brush. Either one of those work amazing. So you can use either one. It really is just a matter of preference. So I tend to favor this one. I have a lot of customers who love this one. So really just a matter of preference, but I will put both of those listed in there. You will then click on the link, because I include the link, and you'll go to what's called Palette Builder. Palette Builder then allows you to select a palette and add your colors. And we're going to talk about how that comes, okay? So the palette, there are multiple palettes that you can select. If you just want to get started and just want something basic, you can select a 1-level palette. It's 1 level. Holds 4 tints, so it'll hold your 2 highlights, your contour, and a lip and cheek color in a nice little compact. And really that, with a brush, you're good to go. You're good to go. All right. If you know, which I'm going to tell you, I've had many, many, many women say, oh, I wish I got a bigger palette when I started. So if you think that it's something that you're really going to get hooked on like I am, and like most people do, then you can go and you can get even a double-decker palette. So this is 2 layers, okay? And that way, you can only purchase your 4 tins, but that way you've got room to add if you want to add. Anyway, there's multiple sizes of palettes. When you get your product, here's how it comes, okay? So you get these tins. You get these little tins. They come like this, and they look small. And I hear sometimes all the time, oh, Laura, it's so small. You know, how's that going to last? But these tins, because remember I told you, you use such a little bit, these tins last an amazing amount of time. And you're going to see when I finish putting it in here how little you use when you put it on, okay? So this one happens to be Sandy, which is my main highlight. So you take it out of that little tin, and this is magnetized. You're just going to pop it in there, just like that. I slide it all the way to the end, okay? This next one, you're just going to kind of push that bottom. This next one, for me, is White Peach. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to put it right in my tin, and I'm going to slide in my palette, I'm going to slide it right over. So now, these are the 2 that I normally use for me. The next color that you're going to get is your contour color. Now, your contour color also doubles as your brow color, so it's 2 in 1. This one happens to be Astoria, so we're going to drop it in there. And then the last thing you'll have, unless you order multiples, is you'll have whatever lip and cheek color you selected. This one is Baby Watermelon. That's what we're going to use tonight. And then you're just going to drop it in there. So all 4 of your colors to do your face are all right there. Like super easy. It's so cool. Like you can't beat that, right? And then that with your brush, and most people already have an eyebrow brush, that's all you need. That's all you need. All right. So that's 3D, how you get color matched, how it comes to you. Now let's talk about how long do these last, okay? So this would be, the darker of the 2 highlights that I send you is going to be what you would know as your main highlight. So you think about it as, sometimes I hear, well, where's my base foundation? Well, it's not really a base foundation, but you'll use the most of this one because you will cover the most amount of your face with your main highlight. And that main highlight, depending on the coverage, will probably last you anywhere from 3 to 5 months, depending on your coverage. Me, it's going to last a whole lot longer because I like very minimal. This one is your brightening highlight. So consider it like a pop. It's where you want brightening. Hi, Wanda. Hello, hello. It's where you want to have some brightening. You want to lighten things up a little bit. That's your brightening highlight. That And you'll see, because you use so little, is probably going to last you 6 to 8 months. Your contour, same thing. You use so little of it. It's only in the areas that you contour, and then of course your brows. So you're probably going to get the same amount of time out of that. And then lip and cheek, you're probably good for 10 months to a year. Because unless you're using the same lip and cheek every single day, it's really going to last you. So if you're like me, and let me show you. Let me just show you. This is what I said when I said that you can become easily addicted. Let me find it. These are my lip and cheek colors. So, after, you don't want to wear the same one every day. And the 29th, we're launching new colors. So what do you think? I'm going to fill my palette with some more. All right. So that's it. That's 3D basically in a nutshell. So I'm going to show you that, Kelly. And Kelly, I got to tell you, you are the reason I'm doing this live this way tonight. It was really just for you because you keep missing it. So I decided I couldn't figure out what I was going to do tonight because I typically don't come live at night anymore. And I said, well, I'm going to have Kelly on, and I know she has concerns or questions about it. So I'm just going to do the whole 3D 101. So stay tuned. Keep watching, Kelly. This one's for you. All right. So how do I know which ones I use first? Really? Totally up to you. Totally up to you. The only thing I would say not to use first is your lip and cheek. So, and you'll see why. Because you don't layer this makeup. So if I want to put on my contour first, I can, because there's nothing else going underneath it. If I want to put my brightening highlight on, I can, because nothing's going underneath it and nothing's going over it. The only time you might have something in addition to these 3 colors, or these 2 right here, really your highlight colors. The only time you might have something different is if in your picture I notice that you have extremely dark circles, or you have some melasma that I don't think that the makeup will cover for you and still give you a natural look, or maybe you've got some redness that I feel like we need to color correct, then I might suggest a 3rd highlight, and I'll let you know in there that highlight is suggested for some color correcting. So if you go back on some of my lives, you'll see that once in a while, I'll do some color correcting in here. And then right here where I've got some melasma, I'll do a little bit of color correcting with the color Wheat. And it's just very, very little, very, very slight, but it's just to color correct a little before I then go to apply my highlights. Today, I'm not doing any color correcting because that gets into a whole nother thing. So today, we're just applying our makeup. Okay. All right. So you can apply it many different ways. You can use your fingers. You can use a buff brush, or you can use the 3D brush. I like using my fingers because I don't use a lot of it. I like a natural glowy look. I feel like it adds youth to your skin. I feel like it holds up better. I don't feel like I have a heavy makeup on my skin. And the best part about this for mature skin is because it's cream-based, it's hydrating. Okay? So we're going to start with this one right here. And this is the brightening highlight. So this is the one where you would want that pop of brightness. Like if you think about the sun shining perfectly on you, and where would it shine on your face? So, and the reason why I like to start with that is because your brightening typically goes in the corners of your eyes. And notice all I did was tap. I didn't dig my fingers into my palette. I just tapped, right? Just tap. That's it. See that? I'm gonna put a little here, a little here. And I like to do there first because I feel like that gives that a chance to warm up, and I don't want to pull on my skin a lot, especially underneath my eyes, okay? So there's other spots where I want to put brightening. So I'm going to dip my finger again. So I always like to put usually 3 little dots right in here. I like to do my Cupid's bow, and I like to put a little brightening right here on my chin, okay? Now, I also do on my nose, but I wait to put my contour. So we'll talk about that in a second. Notice I didn't layer anything. That's one layer. Next, I'm going to go in with my main highlight, and for me, it's Sandy. So again, I'm going to take my finger, tap it a few times in there, and I'm just going to put that where I want my main my main highlight or my main color to go. Super easy. Are you following me, Kelly? Do you see how easy it is to apply? And you're using so little, and I mean so little, and that's the beauty of it. It takes so little, and that's why these tins last. That's the cool part about these tins. Okay, so then last, we're gonna do our contour. So now we're gonna take, and remember I told you the contour is also your brow color. So whatever you have for contour, it's brow color, and I'm gonna also show you how we sometimes use it for eyeshadow. Pretty cool, right? I almost forgot one spot. I normally put a little bit of my brightening highlight up here. I forgot that spot. Okay. All right, so contour. Contour, depending on the shape of your face, is going to depend where you put your contour. Most people always like to contour up in here, so I just put some dots up there. Most people like to contour below their cheekbones, so if you feel like you're, you know, like in here, your cheekbone, you're going to take it, and I just like to press it right on the bottom of my cheekbone. See that? And a lot of people will say, oh my gosh, that's so dark. How are you going to get rid of that? Oh, believe me, it blends beautifully. And then most people will contour their jawline. Ooh, caught my hair that time. Need to tuck these little pieces behind my ear. And then I like to do under here for my good old double chin that I've developed. Thank you, Daddy. And it's my father. All right, and then a lot of people will contour their nose. And the easiest way, I just showed a trick the other day to contour your nose, is to use your pinkies. And so if you just dip your pinky in your contour, and then put your pinkies together and just go right down your nose. Doop, doop. And then the end, done. All right, so I told you I had highlight that I also do on the tip of my nose. I like to take this and just bring it a little bit up this way. That's just my contour. And all I did was just use a thin brush to move that this way. Okay. And we'll do the very end of it in a second. All right, so that's it. Now, because it's cream-based, you want to let it warm up to your skin, right? You want to make sure. So as I'm doing it and I'm talking, that makeup is sitting on my face. Notice it's only one layer, and it's now warmed up to my skin, so it'll blend very easily. So we're going to take our brush, and we're just going to start blending the lighter color first. And that's all I'm doing. And see how smoothly that just blends? It is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And sometimes I get asked, well, I don't understand. How do the colors not all mix? Like, look at that. Oh, how do the colors not mix all over your face and create a muddy mess? Well, I think there's a couple of things that contribute to that not happening. And I think the main reason they do it is there really is a science behind the makeup, and that is that the contour color is thicker in consistency than the highlight colors. And so because it's thicker in consistency, it pretty much stays where you put it. Within reason. It stays where you put it. Okay, do you see how that just brightened up underneath my eyes? Now, the same thing, I'm still working with just the lighter color. And all I'm doing is kind of feathering it out on the edges, so there's no harsh edges. Same thing here, right? And then I'm going to take the other side of the brush, and this is strictly preference. You can keep working with this side if you want. I just happen to like to flip it to this side of the brush. It's a little bit bigger because now I'm going to cover bigger territory. And I'm basically going to stipple and swirl. So all I'm doing, same spot where I had it. I'm not mixing it. I'm just keeping it where I had it. Make sure you push your contour up into your hairline. I always think it's easiest to blend my nose out with my fingers, but we're doing the brush today. Notice I've left that contour alone for now. Okay. So now I'm just going to very lightly push up, and I'm not going to blend it all the way because I'm going to add some cheek color in a minute, and I kind of want them to blend together. All I'm doing right now is just kind of blending up a little bit. Do you see how it's created a cheek? It's defined my cheek more. We're going to do under here, and then we're going to pull it down our neck. Okay? Now, I like to take my fingers and work this area. And then there's one other spot that I put my brightening highlight, and I'm going to show you where that is. Let me grab my little brush and my brightening highlight. And I like to take a little bit of that, and I go right down my nose. And I need my mirror for this. So I'm only going about that far, and then I'm just doing the tip of my nose. See that? And then that, I'm just going to use my brush and just kind of blend, blend, blend. Okay. Now, cheek color. We're not done blending our contour yet. So we're going to now add some cheek color. We're going to take our finger, plop it in here. See that? And then we're just going to apply it right in here. And this one that I picked today is Baby Watermelon. Yesterday I did Black Cherry, which is also a really nice color. This one's on the pink side because I felt like being pinky today. I'm going to take that side, that blending side, and now I'm going to really start blending that contour up with that cheek color. Do you see that? Again, one layer. One. That's it. All right. Then there's a couple other things you can do with your palette. Your lip color and your cheek color are the same, so let's throw a little bit of that on our lips. And if you watch me, you know I'm not a fan of pinks. I like the dark pinks. I don't like the light pinks. On me. I like them on other people. I just don't like them on me. And then you're also going to take your brow brush, and you're going to dip it into your contour because that's also going to be your brow color. So we're just going to do our brows. See that? Bless my husband's heart. So we had dinner. I made stir-fried shrimp. And I can hear him. And I did all the dishes before I came live, and I just kind of left them to kind of drain while I came in here and just air dry a little bit. And I can hear him. He's in there putting it away. Bless his heart. He's so good to me. He really is. He's so good to me. I am truly blessed. Okay. Then you take your little spoolie, give him a little brush. Done. Done. Natural look to your makeup. You don't look like you have like a ton of makeup on. I did my contour a little bit darker so you could see it a little bit better. But basically, that's it. That's your makeup. Now, I also said there's something else you can do with your contour, and that is you can take like an eyeshadow brush, dip it into your contour, and give your eyes some dimension by using it here. See that? You can also use your bronzer to do that too. How cool is that? And we'll throw on some mascara. So Kelly, does that answer your questions? We'll talk about cost in just a second. Let me just throw on some mascara and then we can set it. It's so easy, Kelly. And here's what I'll tell you, and for everybody that's watching, I had gotten to a point where I really didn't want to wear makeup anymore because I felt like my 60-year-old skin wasn't reacting the way that it used to makeup, and I felt like, I'm just not liking it anymore. However, this makeup I love. Like, I have gone back to really enjoying putting my makeup on again, and I thought that I wouldn't because it just wasn't sitting right on my skin. So there's a couple of different ways that you can set your makeup. You can use the setting spray, which you can also use as a primer if you want. So you can use our setting spray, and you can apply our setting spray a couple of ways. You can just spray your face, which I feel like there's a lot of waste when you do that, so I don't typically like to do that. You can spray the end of a brush and tap it on that way, which that's what we're going to do today. So I just spray the end of my brush, and then I'm just going to tap it on. And I want to make sure I hit my eyebrows because those I also put makeup on. And then you can just, you're good to go, right? It's set. You can also squirt 2 pumps of it in your hand, soak it up with a beauty blender, a perfector sponge like this, and tap it on like that. You can do that as well. Or if you don't like the dewy look, which you can probably see, it gives you a very nice, healthy, dewy look, but maybe you weren't one that really liked the dewy look, or maybe you don't want it everywhere. Maybe you only want the dewy look in certain places. Then we also have what's called vanilla dust, which is a setting powder, and you can go into the vanilla dust. So this is the vanilla dust. You can go in there, pick up some, and maybe you just want to take away some of the shine in some spots. You can just go over those areas with your setting powder. Now, I like to always make sure that I set on the sides of my nose because I wear glasses. So I always like to make sure I set that really well with my setting powder because my glasses sit on my nose. All right, so let me throw my eyes on so I can see comments, and we're going to talk about cost. So let's talk cost. So I told you how long those last. You can get this entire palette with your 4 colors in it and either this brush or this brush for right around $100. And shipping is always free, always. It's actually $96 and then you have tax, so it works out to be like $100. And then shipping is always free. This makeup will last forever. If you get it and you're not satisfied, you can always return it. And on top of that, you can get, if you don't like the color, like maybe you feel like the color's not right for you. Typically, I do pretty good with my color matches, but if you feel like the color's not right for you, you can always switch it out, and we can change it out and get you a different color. Let me stop for a second because this is a matte color lipstick, and you know me, I like a little shine. There we go. I gotta have a little shine to my lips. Anyway, so right around $100, you get the whole palette. I already told you how long each one's gonna last you. You'll get your choice of one of these two brushes, whichever one you choose you wanna use. And again, if you go and look in my, oh, thank you, Wanda. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm trying to get used to it. I just don't know if I like it. I did something different with it today. I tucked it behind my ears a little. But I don't know. I actually am contemplating, since it's already this short, I have to show you guys. I got to show you guys. I've been looking at different pictures of haircuts, and kind of like these little pixie cuts. Let me find the one that I was looking at, and then I'll show you. I actually was contemplating getting, something like this. Can y'all see that? Which is even shorter. I don't know. I just don't, or even one of those ones that's like really super short and then just kind of, I don't know. But I'm getting used to it, but it's taking time. But thank you. Thank you very much. So that is 3D in a nutshell. What questions do you have? Is there anything I can answer for you? Super easy. Oh, thanks, Wanda. I just get worried because, as I've gotten more mature, like, I don't know, I call it that I can't even say it's middle-aged because at 60, I feel like I'm not really middle-aged anymore. But, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But I feel like if I take more hair away from my face, it's just going to make my face look chubbier. And I don't want it to look chubbier. So I don't really know. But anyway, I got the color down where I want it though. The gray doesn't hold any color anymore, so now I just put it in and what it ends up with. So it's like mystery color every time I get it done. All right, you guys have a blessed day. I did say I wanted to talk about the things that I was thankful for, and one of the things that I'm thankful for, one of the many things, is all of you. So if you caught my rant last night, oh, thank you, Wanda. So when you have a public page, you sometimes can get people who are not so nice out there say some nasty things. And they say it as they hide behind a screen, and they like to put these comments on that are hurtful. And they're not like constructive criticism. I'm talking nasty, hurtful comments. And I feel like they sit behind the lens of a screen and then they do it. And so I was sharing with you guys how I block them. I'm not going to banter with them. And, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. And I've said that. And I love myself enough that, whatever they say, they say. That's just the way it is. But it's taking me 60 years to get to this point. Had that happened 10, 15 years ago, I would have been devastated. I probably would have never gone live again because I would have been mortified. But now it is what it is. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay, right? It's okay. And I'm okay with it now because I like myself. So that's okay. But anyway, the outpour of comments that I got from you guys, that people who sent me messages. So I truly appreciate that. And thank you so much. That really filled my heart with so much joy. Because those people are just nasty, and I think they just set out to just hurt people, and that's not what this page is about. This page is about spreading joy, and this page is about positivity, and this page is about helping others and uplifting and supporting and validating and helping others feel the best that they can be, whatever that is. So thank you for those of you that reached out to me. I truly am fine. I just needed to get it off my chest. I was kind of annoyed by it yesterday. So I just needed to get it off my chest, and it's off now. All's good. And they're blocked, so they will not be coming back. And that's okay. All right, so I am thankful for each and every one of you. I'm thankful every time I see you guys sprinkle my video on your pages, or you trust me with a color match, or you trust my opinion on something. Like, I just feel so good, and I am nobody special. But I just try and share the things that I've learned and the things that have worked for me. I just try to share them with you to hopefully make your life easier and make you feel better, whatever, or make you feel happier or easier, make your life easier, whatever the case may be. But so I am truly thankful for all of you. God bless. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, and it's typically Fun Friday. I do have a new product I might demo for you tomorrow, or maybe we'll talk skincare tomorrow. Maybe we'll talk about how my skin got so amazing. Like, I'm so excited about my skin. All right. You guys have a blessed night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.